meet a lot of you at the. Can you hear me on the microphone?
Yeah.
Okay. So this opening slide is just our members. So we have AJ, we have Jen. We do a lot of work with and networking events with Block O. So we have Lance and Betsy from there. Timothy, Caleb, Caitlin is our president. I am the treasurer. Delaney is our secretary. Jacob is our communications and media person. We have Mila, Mackenzie, Chris, Drew Murray is our honorary member. Anybody else you know that would like to join Rotaract?
There you go. Oh, no, it's all good. All right, yeah. So up there above, we had several different opportunities to serve our community and. So up here, we have some pictures of the stuff that we've been able to do. We were able to sponsor a mini golf for adults and children in 2020. And then because it was outside, we were able to communicate and really bond with the community. We were at the chiller, the outside area. And with that, we actually gained a member, Timothy. I found Timothy there. And then from that, we've been doing several different social services to just kind of raise awareness about the club and what we do. We did carrying cards. We helped to support the card stock and all the stamps and all that stuff through the fundraising that we did. We bought those stamps for all those people. And then just a bunch of other different stuff. Life Alliance, we bagged dog food for over 200 dogs in the area. That was pretty cool. We met member Jen at that event. She was actually in the kitchen while Mackenzie and I were bagging food, and she came back over to see if there was anything else that she could do. And that just kind of proved to me that she should be in the club because she went above and beyond. She was done with her kitchen duty and she wanted to do something else. And then we raised money for the Dublin Food Pantry, which seems to be a charity and nonprofit that we really hold dear in our hearts and that we really support throughout the year. So DGT is also kind of tagged on with the Dublin Food Pantry as well. Do the next slide first. There we go. This was this past year. We did pumpkin painting for the Dublin Historical Business Association. So again, we raised awareness about Rotaract as well as Dublin's Got the Talent so that other families could kind of prepare themselves when we roll out on April 1st, the auditions for it. We've done a bunch of different stuff. We raised so many different cans for the Dublin Food Pantry. We also did the Giving Garden. We helped to plant, sow, and harvest. Pretty much sowing is planting. We watered the garden, harvested it. With the club on our picking days alone, we were able to donate 42 pounds of produce to the Dublin Food Pantry just on our picking days. We don't know about everyone else's picking days. But I think that's a really great accomplishment for the club as our picking days were 4 days a month and for 6 months pretty much. So yeah. All right, the next slide. And that's just photos of all of us from our past years with our past presidents and our future presidents, hopefully. Look at that. We had a social service at Healthy Blends. Healthy Blends has been amazing to us. Please go and support them. They're an amazing small business. They support nutritional beliefs as well. They're in the Carrick Square, and we've been using their place free of charge for anyone that comes in who wants to make a caring card or just wants to be there for a social connection, so to speak. We did the Christmas Homestead Christmas with Dublin Historical Society. That was awesome. For the past 3 years, we've been kind of manning that table and giving hot chocolate to those that want to give a donation to the Dublin Historical Society. The first year that we did it and when we helped Rotary, we raised about $400 something. And then the second year, I think it was around the same. And then of course, COVID, so we don't have that year. It's like, what happened? And then this year alone, I think it was close to 400, but we sold them as individual bags rather than a setup bar. So they just took it, poured it into their cup, and then perfect. At that event, we had Hunter, Jacob, Jen, myself, and Timothy. And Timothy worked with the crowd, and he was loved by all the kids. We played ball games with him. Hunter got to connect with everyone as they were paying for the donations. And Jacob made some funny comical bits about Christmas. It was awesome. But it was a great way for all of the clubs to get together as well, since Interact also helped with that too. While Rotary partied away in this very room. It's on its you go to the next slide. And this is more of a community fellowship of sorts. These are member celebrations, friendly gatherings, networking events, or club meetings that we've attended this last 6 months alone. Every month we hold our members accountable to check in with other members to make sure that they're doing well and that, you know, they're connected. So sometimes we do a game night together. Sometimes we'll do like Friendsgiving. Mackenzie and I went down to Cincinnati and we really were lucky. We found a Rotary, I don't really know, an ice bumper cars thing. And we got into the Rotary cars and we did those for like 2 hours, no joke. In fact, it inspired an idea in Mackenzie that we should bring that to the city of Dublin. So we have 2 ice rinks, we should have a bumper car too. So fingers crossed that might get approved by the city. Up above, we went to a masquerade ball. We went to a friend's ice hockey outing thing for her son. We've done a lot. We went to Dancing with the Stars together to kind of see how the program was run so that we can kind of run it in a similar way as DGT would be run. Yeah, we went to some networking events with the Dublin Chamber, Block O, and small business parents have been very for us. Next slide. And these are our members receiving their pins this year. Mila received hers. She's the newest one. Thanks for joining us. But yeah, it's pretty fun when you get to give a pin to a member because that actually means that they want to stay in the club and be a part of a new family in a way. So now we are going to talk about DGT and Lex's role in DGT.
So Lex will be the co-MC for Dublin's Got Talent. We are so thankful for getting to meet you last year, Caitlin. Lex, we found out over the last few years that he loves music. He loves singing, writing music, playing guitar. He does it 2 to 3 hours every day, even on school days. So it's, as parents, we want to support him since he's so dedicated and disciplined about becoming a great musician. So with that, last year, it was very difficult to approach anybody to allow Lex to play at a venue because they don't know him. And it sounds crazy to hear of a 12-year-old that can actually play a whole set for 2 to 3 hours. So that's how we ended up getting together and gave Lex that stage and that opportunity to share with the community and his friends and family what he's been working so hard on. So we are extremely grateful for that opportunity because it was such a challenge. And so with this year, Lex and I are really excited to share that passion for music and entertainment with Dublin's community as well. And for anybody in the community that also has an interest in music or any other sort of talent that they want to showcase that traditionally isn't given the attention that it deserves. So we are really looking forward to that. This year we'll be a part of Dublin's Got Talent, where we'll have individuals that can, what are they doing? Video submissions for the event.
So April 1st will be the first day that auditions will be allowed to be posted to our website. That website will run everything. It'll run the revenue, the voting, the information for all of the top 10, as well as those that are auditioning. It does cost $10 to audition. It's a non-refundable donation. Once we approve the video and that it's appropriate to put on our website, then the video will go onto the website. It will run for 30 days, but they have 15 days in April, from April 1st to April 15th to submit their video. And then on April 16th, no more videos submitted will be available. But on April 30th, all the voting will be done. And at our fundraiser, we will reveal the top 10 because they will be there in the crowd and they will get their Golden Shamrock ticket. If you guys are familiar with America's Got Talent, they give out those golden tickets or the golden buzzers. Well, this is Dublin, so they get a Golden Shamrock ticket. It will be attached to a biodegradable balloon with our logo on it. And we'll kind of give it to them in that personal way rather than send them an email or a phone call that tells them that, hey, they're in it. They get an actual really good connection with the sponsors, with the club and its members, and the guests that attend the fundraising fee. The fundraising fee is to help the event actually run. There are several different costs that have been made, which are great. We're still hoping for more sponsorship, so that way we are able to actually give proceeds as well. Which we know that we will because the voting, when people vote, they vote $1 a vote. So if someone gives $50 to an audition, then that means they got 50 votes already. So the top 10 with the most votes will go on to the next round. The next round will be the Dublin Showcase on June 25th at Scioto Park Amphitheater. Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yeah, it changed last night. So sorry about that. It is June 25th. It's at Scioto Park Amphitheater and it's from 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock p.m. We chose to do it a little later in the evening because June is a hot month and we want to make sure that everyone is still comfortable outside. We have the whole entire Scioto Park reserved, so that way all the parking lot spots are ours, the shelter houses are ours, the park is ours in general, so we can make it a safe and fun environment for everybody. Dublin's Got the Talent kind of came about with an idea of how to serve our community in a way where we can reach everyone, not just an individual, but everyone. Everyone's got a unique talent to give and to display to us. And we're really looking forward to it, honestly. I've already gotten a few people submitting emails. I'm like, hi, this isn't coming through. Wait till April 1st. But a showcase of Dublin's talent, you'll be the lucky 4. So instead of 1 winner, there's going to be 4 winners. This is so that way their main award, which I just got an email this morning that I can tell people about, which is awesome. They're going to perform at the Coffin Fireworks for the first act. So they have a full hour that they get, all 4 of them. So they'll be able to kind of have 10 minutes, I think, on stage to perform in front of the entire community at the Dublin Coffin Fireworks on July 4th, Independence Day. So that was pretty amazing. I've had to keep my mouth shut for that for a few months now. But they're going to roll out the entertainment, so to speak, in the next few weeks. But they said since this is a community effort, we might as well let the community know that we're in it to win it. So I love that the city of Dublin is on board for this. It's kind of great to have the city's approval when it comes to events like this. But this gives back to our community outreach program, which will connect with Dublin Bridges, One Dublin, Dublin Food Pantry, and several different local charities that will approach us, fill out an application as to why they need the money. We might not be able to give them everything, but we will certainly try to give them something. If they need a pair of tennis shoes, if they need to rent a band equipment, or just pay to play because they enjoy it and it makes them happy, we're here for you. We want to serve the community in multiple ways. Next slide.
All right, so the fundraiser, is that one's confirmed May 29th?
Yep.
Yep, okay, perfect. So the fundraiser will be at, how do you say the park?
Ted Colton Bach Community
Thank
Center.
you so much.
It's been newly renovated as well, so there will be a surprise that happens during our fundraiser with the Dublin Chamber of Commerce.
So we'll have live music and magic from our MCs of our Dublin's Got Talent Showcase. Drew Murray and Lex Bauman and his band will be performing. Every sponsor is invited to attend this event, meet with the top 10 acts for the showcase, receive your showcase badges, enjoy a silent raffle. Again, live music, magic, networking, connecting, and lots more. I think it'll be a really great event. So we'll really hope that as many people as possible can join us for that. Next slide, please.
Oh,
Okay,
I-
that
I
slide
know.
is the slide for the awards. So as a sponsor, you do get to pick a title for an award and actually personally give it to one of the top 10. So one of our sponsors are the Dublin Food Pantry, of course. And so the Dublin Food Pantry will create a fun title to come up with and then present to one of the top 10 that they believe probably helped fundraise the most or something like that. We have several different awards that we're going to give out. Next slide, please. The DGT logo will be on the front of the wooden award. That's a circle wooden award. And the back will have the titles that you see up here. And Hunter will go over those titles. Okay, we can just come on. There you
So here are the top 10 showcase awards. So the first award is the Emerald Award. This is just what the judges vote on as the winner. Then we have the People's Choice Award. So the crowd will get a chance to vote for who they select. And then number 3 is the Outstanding Service Award. So this is for the group or performer who raises most amount of money in donations from their votes. And then award number 4 is the Peacekeeping Award for the Champion of Peace. Rotaract will present this award to one of the top 10 acts that showed the most integrity, grace, and peace amongst the group. And this award will be voted by the top 10. Award 5 is the Golden Sponsor Award. So the sponsor will provide the title for second place. The 6th one is the Golden.
So awards 5 through 10 will be the sponsor award. So right now we're just calling them Golden Sponsor Award. When we do have their sponsorship in, on the form it says, what title would you like your award to be, so that we can engrave it for you so that you can present it for them. So this is just some sponsorship information, which is also in front of you at your tables. The levels of sponsorship, what you'll receive from that sponsorship, and then what we'll be able to receive from that sponsorship as well. We have stage signs. So instead of a big banner behind the stage, we're actually going to have sponsor signs in the front, so that they're going to be all over the media as well as pictures and things like that. Each sponsor, no matter what level that they give at, they will be thanked during the performance, because any and all levels are important in order for an event like this to run. So you have that paper in front of you as well. So we're just gonna go to the next slide. There we go. That's the community sponsor banner. This banner will be hung in the public access area. So when they walk into the entrance, they will see this banner and they will be just filled with joy of how many community sponsors we were able to find. So far, we do have a couple other sponsors that I have not put up on that banner, but you kind of have your section of where your sponsorship would be. So if it's like the golden sponsorship, they'll be in the middle, to the left of Lex or to the right of Drew. If we decide to add another nonprofit club to the part of it, we'll put them up top, as those are the ones that we're fundraising for. And then the ones below are the ones that are still important. They're the ones that are the backbone of, of the sponsorship banner, honestly. And we just can't wait to have this event start. Honestly, I'm super excited for it. Next slide, please, Jacob. And this is our swag. Everyone likes swag, don't you? We will be doing t-shirts this year. Our shirts will say 2022 on it, and next year will say 2023 on it. Our balloons will not have a year, so that we can repeat them if we need to repeat them. We do have biodegradable balloons, which is beautiful because we're all about reusing, renewing, and resourcing. When it comes to the back of the shirt, we promise that the sponsors will be included on it, but we also want to make sure that the top 10 still feel included too. So we have them up front because that's what we're going there for. We are going there for fellowship and watching them perform their talents. So we'll have them on the back, and then we'll have our MCs right smack dab in the middle, because hey, you couldn't do this without you guys either. And then all of our sponsors will matriculate down the shirt as well. When it comes to next year, the club talked about potentially doing foam seat cushions or blankets or something like that for selling as a donation to the crowd to kind of help get some more revenue as well. This year, we're just kind of keeping it a little low key because we want all the revenue to go to our charities and to our community outreach program. Next slide. This is just a breakdown of the day. We are looking for volunteers as our club is only 12 strong. We hope to be 24 strong by June 25th. But you never know what life can hold, and you guys have been a great support system for us, and we're hoping another great support system for this event. We know that you guys have run multiple events in the past and have been able to fundraise above and beyond, and we definitely need your support for this event to even happen. We will make this event our main event as a club for 4 remaining years. And then after that, we will sit down as a club and kind of discuss if we want to add another fundraising opportunity for a different kind of way. You guys do Pro-Am, Polar Bear, Classic Car Show, and a bunch of other different fundraisers throughout the year. That's amazing. And we want to be like that as a club, but we just know that we're 12 strong. We can only do one big event each year. So we're hoping that we have your support in this. That's all. So closing.
Caitlin, how are you getting the word out to potential contestants?
Yes, thank you. So we have Dublin's media group. We also have the Emerald campus that will be sending it out to all of the schools through their news networking and their sports programs, theater programs, all of that stuff. We have we're going to be creating a video web content thing when our website is ready and running. We will be sending out that website to everybody. The Dublin Chamber will also have an email that gets sent out through them, and then Block O, Small Biz Cares, the Dublin Connection one, as well as the Dublin Food Pantry, which reaches over, I think it's like 800 some families. So they'll reach out, as well as One Dublin and a few other places too. So yes.
Does the talent have to be a Dublin resident?
That's a good question. You have to live, work, or go to school in the city of Dublin. So that leaves a lot of opportunity for someone that might live in Hilliard but work in Dublin, or someone that goes to school in Dublin but lives in the Columbus area. We do know that there are a lot of split families in the area as well, so the children kind of get back and forth. So we did leave it open to anyone who works, lives, or goes to school in the city of Dublin. And there are no age requirements. Can't wait to see a 2-year-old on stage. Yes,
How much
Roberta.
money are you hoping to raise?
We are hoping to raise at least $5,000. $2,000 will cover the costs of everything. That include, well, I'm sorry, $5,000 will cover the cost of everything. It'll cover the cost of the shirts, the biodegradable balloons, the website, and all of that stuff. However, because of the CERT sponsor, our budget, our cost has significantly dropped. So we really only have to raise about $3,000 for the website and the venue that we paid for and all that stuff. So, yeah. Any other questions? No? Okay. Well, it's been lovely being in front of you guys today. Neil will close with the closing statement. Yes.
Did anyone else have questions about this? Or broadcast?
Oh, like online?
And here.
Oh, I thought I asked that. I'm sorry. Anyone have any questions, comments, or concerns for the club?
That's a great idea.
Anyone? Thank you. And if there's anything that you think that we could add to this, please, any and all ideas are welcome when it comes to this and when it comes to growing our club. So, okay, we're good.
Thank you again for having me here. And I chose this as my closing remarks, and as I was asked to share. I chose Teddy Roosevelt's "The Man in the Arena" statement. And the reason I chose this is because I've seen Lex persevere and embody the courage and bravery it took for him to every day work so diligently since he was 9 years old, and he's 13 now, and continue to see him stumble and learn every day. that takes so much courage to go through that. The music industry is very harsh. So that's what I chose to share today. So again, the man in the arena. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. I think having a talent and having the courage to perform really embodies that statement of having the courage to just go out there and do what you enjoy doing. Thank you, everyone.
So now we're gonna meet and greet with you.
Want to thank you guys for participating. Thank you so much for the wonderful presentation. If you all could mark your calendars for June 25th. June 25th. This really is going to be quite an event. And if you can help to volunteer, that would be great. Any kind of support. But you know, when you think about it, this Rotaract Club, as Cap started the discussion, you know, this began shortly before COVID hit, and you know, for Caitlin to stick with it, and for the members to come out and the ideas to be generated, it's so inspirational. This is really, you know, how things build, and we just give back so much more to the community through additional members. So I'm really, really proud of what you've been able to do, Caitlin and Rotaractors. And I hope that we all can continue to support this wonderful opportunity. So with that, have a wonderful weekend, and probably go Bucks and every other basketball team we're rooting for.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes, please. And Cap. Hey.